It's every kid's dream, playing the sport you love, but then comes the grind and the lows of losses, and the reality that you can't control everything. So what happens when the fun gets sucked out of the game? This is the story of Stanley Cup champion Ryan O'Reilly.
When you aren't winning and you don't feel like you're going to win, and it's a big part of it, it can be very hard. It can be very difficult.
I feel throughout the year I've lost the love of the game multiple times.
When I said that, it kind of meant, yeah, like just it wasn't fun coming to the rink. You know, you're there, you're on edge. You know, everyone's on edge. The coaching staff, no one's working well together. There's so much frustration, and my impact was obviously crucial, and we just couldn't have success. First thing when I got here to St. Louis, we struggled. I remember talking to my dad quite a bit in this time, and I remember being like, what's wrong with me? Like, why can't, I win?
He even said to me, everywhere I go, I feel like I'm a cancer, and he was giving himself, an impossible challenge and taking on the responsibility for winning and losing. And then when you do that, you kind of lose the details of what you can change and what you can affect, and you get on a kind of an egocentric kind of tangent.
I was selfish in saying, okay, why can't I win? Why am I always a part of the losing team and not really invested in the whole?
We needed some time to kind of break those things down, have him explore them, and really see that he was creating his own misery.
There's always things out of our control. It could be the weather, the economy, what happens at work, what somebody says or did or thinks of you. So really the challenge is to try to figure out what you can control and focus a little bit on that, because that's something you can do something about.
It was on the father's trip that we got to spend some really quality time together. I asked him some really important things, I think, that really he self-evaluated and really understood what was going on inside him. And one of the ways he finds himself back to his game is through music. It frees the mind from the pressure of your sport or the office.
Music's always been a great escape for myself and a great tool. Like sometimes people have that person they talk to, and that's the way they get things out. Music was that thing that really helped me kind of get inside myself and see what's going on and help me release it somehow, which was so good for my mental health.
The body actually has a response in times of relaxation. We call the relaxation, there's even different nerves, the parasympathetic nerve, and it tones down the stress hormones, it slows your heartbeat down, your breathing, it helps your immune system. So actually trying to have some downtime, whatever you find relaxing or downtime that's not stressful, built into your routine is really a wonderful thing to do for your entire system.
He got back to just focusing on the things that he can do, the details of his game at the highest quality, and keep his nose in his own business.
So it really helped me realize that, I have to stick with this. I have to be a leader. I have to continue to not let this affect me and get back into the work, get back into the little details, and not be worried about the result. He said to be patient with it. There's so many new players on this team. It's going to take a while to come together. You can see that it's there, but the consistency will come with it, and eventually you guys will do great things. The best things in life, they're going to be tough. They're going to be hard, but they're also rewarding as well.
Even though you were kind of really beaten up, you absolutely didn't mind it, and you felt unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were just so in the moment when you were playing, even though you went through tough times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the power back to yourself and do something you can control. Don't chase the success. Chase the challenges. Chase the things that make you feel uncomfortable, because that's where the growth is.
Brett Hall always told me the game is 90% mental and 10% physical. I believe it. I've played 2 years pro in the AHL, East Coast Hockey League, up and down. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster, but at the same time, I have the right focus and the right feeling on the ice, and I believe in my abilities. And at the end of the day, it's just kind of finding that opportunity.
He's had a role model of a dad who was a very good athlete, who worked very hard, and so he knows how hard he has to work, how he has to dedicate himself physically, skill-wise, and psychologically to become the athlete he aspires to be. And I think he has a really good chance to do that. For the next minute or two, just simply relax and breathe. One of the huge things in terms of mental health is right emotions, right feeling. And I work a great deal with breathing. Allow the place behind your eyes to relax. Learning how to be with my breathing, to draw in energy, to stay in the present, to stay powerful in the present, is a wonderful way to perform effectively and to feel good about yourself. I strongly believe that the easiest way to love yourself is to take a breath.
I think if I can obtain something like this and breathe and focus on that good feeling, I think that just kind of puts you in the positive mindset to start out your day. And I think it's a good key to being happy. Believing in yourself, right? Tell me. It's the #1 key. Yeah. It's having a deep thought and knowing that you're a good player and that opportunity arises, you take it.